Well, and you're getting right at that kind of veneer of normalcy that often is required by all the family members. That even if things aren't very connected, we kind of pretend that they are. We don't really name what's going on. So by someone saying, I'm not going to attend this year, well, God, what's Uncle Harry going to think if you're not there? And it's this whole failure as a family and shame, and that can make it a lot harder.
It can, but it's all food for inquiry, as you know. So it's like but standing in your truth sometimes means you're saying or doing things that are not popular in the family, but you're doing it because you know that you're standing on something that feels right for you. You're taking care of yourself. And then, so the beauty of this kind of work is that you and I do is that if you feel some of that from the family, the alienation or the judgment, you can step back and sort of examine this because likely it's old stuff coming up within the family. It's like you've probably encountered that kind of judgment and pressure and before. So you can sort of pull up some of these same memories and thoughts and kind of let them be released in awareness. And everything that goes on in the family is food for this kind of examination.
Something that's changed is that now you're an adult, you're not a child anymore. They don't have absolute control over your life anymore. And we have resources now that we didn't have then. So even though something was not workable when we were 12 or 15 or 10 or whatever it was, it might be very workable now. You might have the strength to be able to handle not going and to disappointing the person that's going to get that no. Whereas before it wasn't really an option. So it's good to update our files for
Yeah.
really happening now.
Yeah, I really like that. I really like that. And something that popped up for me too, just so that I make sure that it's said, is that if you're someone who's um, going through the holidays right now, not you, Lynn, but anyone, and you find yourself using or relapsing, that's not the end of the road. You know what I mean? I'm not giving permission. I don't have the power to give permission.
Hmm.
But if it happens, it's just know that not everybody in the world is out to judge you for that. Like, just you're welcome to come back into whether it's 12-step rooms or our natural rest. Any you're welcome as far as I know you and I are concerned, and many of us that this kind of work, you're welcome and and just to know it's not the end of the road and it happens. I just want to say that because I know that there are some relapse and slips, slips that happen for people during the holidays, whether it's like food is a major thing for certain people. And then you get around all this food and then you eat something and then there's the shame that comes up. It's like, that's okay. Look, it happened, you know, let's examine it. Let's look at it. So that's the kind of, that's the message I want to send is there's just so much violence in families. There really is emotional violence and we're so violent to ourselves sometimes. Just my resounding message is just let's bring love into this. Let's bring love and compassion, not denial, not not enabling, but love and compassion into the whole thing.
Go to kilobyscenter.com, Radical Recovery Summit, to see the full schedule of speakers and to register to watch these free online in the Radical Recovery Summit 2017.